Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and this reading is to determine whether or not there is going to be an actual, well, several things here. First little portion, and whether I get a yes or no answer will determine whether or not I go on to the other questions. But the first question is, will there actually be a, face-to-face debate between Trump and Biden? It's scheduled for October 22nd with Kristen Welker. I forget which state. It's decided by the debate. What is it called? Debate Council or Debate Committee? So, will they actually be face to face? Will this actually happen between the two of them? Yes, I don't need to go further with that. Okay, so now I'm going to pause and shuffle some other decks and come back with the other questions. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I've shuffled this deck for Donald Trump, this deck for Joe Biden. This is the Borderless Rider Waite. This is the Light Seer's Tarot, because he deserves it. And these two decks, I have two decks, and it's the maybe Lenormand. So this one is shuffled for Trump, and this one is for Joe Biden. So what I'm going to do is 3 cards for each with the tarot. And the first card, so for Donald Trump, hold on, let me settle into his. The first card is going to be what he will be putting out there, what he'll be giving. Second card is what he'll be receiving. And the third card is for overall, how he does, successful or not. Okay, there's that. And same thing for, no, actually, hold on, let me stay in his energy. 5 cards here with the Lenormand to give us the overall success or not. Okay. Tricky part here is don't get these decks mixed up. I've done that before. Okay, Joe Biden. Okay, so what he will be giving us, putting out there, what he will be receiving, and his success, overall success or not, how successful. Okay, and then with the Lenormand, 5 cards, Joe. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see what we have here. So, with Trump, let me see what I can fit in frame. Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Wands. For Joe, King of Swords. Oh, that's awesome. 2 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Reversed. Knight of Wands reversed, that's not good. Okay, so, it's so funny, you guys. Whenever I do readings, I never go, but with Trump, oh my goodness. It's brought out the worst in me, you guys. Okay, with the Lenormand, we have the Rider, so this is overall success or not. We have the Rider, the Rose, Fish, Key, and the Man. Interesting. Okay, with Joe, this makes more sense. We have the Sun, the Ring, the Letter. Oh, yay! And the I don't know what it's called. I think it's like the lightning bolt or something. It has to do with oh, and I don't even have the book anywhere near me. Something sudden, something shocking. And then the stars. Wow. Okay. So excellent. Maybe I should leave the numbers out this way for, well, oh wait, hold on, I have plenty of room down below. Yeah, I always try to leave room for closed captioning. So there we go. So for you guys that like to, sometimes people add up all the numbers to get an overall, you add up all the numbers and then you reduce it down, and they use numerology to get a message. Because whatever that total would be, would bring in the element of whatever card that is. So for you guys that like to do math, go ahead. It's not me. I don't like to do math during readings, except for reading the energy and consciousness. Okay, so diving in here, Trump will be giving, he's just going to be putting out there what he thinks is the truth, like his version of the truth. It's aggressive. It can be, what he thinks is some type of a breakthrough. Sometimes mentally he might have like one of those crisp, clear moments where he does walk out and say something. He just puts out there what he wants to put out there. What he'll be receiving, I mean, honestly, maybe I made a mistake and this card should be reversed and he's just going to put out lies. I would say logically that's probably more the truth. Because shuffling and drawing cards, it's not perfect. We all have our human foibles, and I certainly am one to do that. So it could just be that there's more about lies. He's just going to go out there and lie. With the Queen of Swords reversed, well, what he'll be receiving, for what he's actually receiving, this has to do with people feeling very cold-hearted towards him, and and bitter, and they've had it. They've had it. They've had it with the imbalance and with the lies and with the the worst that's brought out with him. And with whether or not it is successful for him, with the Knight of Wands, I don't think so, because when it's reversed with the Knight of Wands, when there's a reversal, there's no focus on the long-term goal. In fact, in a health reading, this is one of the cards of addictions, of addicts. So he probably wants to just hurry and get back on the plane so he can, get some drugs in him. He probably won't want to stay there. But it has to do with frustration. And because, there was no focus on the long-term goal. And just scattered energy. So he's going to go in there. I really think this was supposed to be reversed. And he's going to go in there and he's going to lie, and it's not going to go well for him, probably because Kristen Welker, she knows him well. She's been one of the the pool people with the press pool at the White House, and so she knows how to get to him, and she knows how he responds, and she'll probably command, because this is what he's receiving. This could be her being ruthless. Because she knows how he is. It's very possible. But as far as his success, nah, not at all. Now, with the Lenormand talking about whether or not the success, this card, it just has to do with like moving on And then he's going back to whatever seduces him in the moment, because he's got that, he's got that impulse control disorder. And it has to do with focusing on, his success has to do with him. He thinks it just has to do with whether or not he gets money. And he hasn't been getting money, And it could be that what does come out there, it could be that there is something that comes out that's really important about him at this debate financially. That's interesting, because he has been seduced by money. And because his card didn't start here, because of the way I read, whether it's Lenormand or Kipper, the cards that are behind the person's back, so to the left of them, are inauspicious. So all of this, the way he is seduced by money, and the way he bribes and has been bribed, and the way he's compromised, that's really important to his success. And I don't think that that's going to go well, because check out the Rider card is headed in that direction. It's like it's all behind, it's behind him, and this is the sum total of who he is, and now it's on display, because Joe's going to be talking about that, I think. He'll be revealing things like that. So for Joe to have the King of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Cups reversed, let me move over a little bit. Let's see, because I've got, I got a little glare going on here. I'm sorry, you guys. I think I do anyway. Okay, so with the King of Swords, this has to do with somebody who thinks long term. Look at this guy. He's at the top of a mountain. He has a raven. He has an owl. He has either a raven or a crow that indicates spiritual law. He has, I think this is that a dragonfly? Yeah, he has a dragonfly, which in spirit medicine, to me, it's like you can create anything that you can conceive of, anything that you want, within reason. We've got the bat for rebirth. It's got the probably eagle feathers, but the owl with wisdom. This dude's got it going on. He knows what he's doing, and he's sharp. He's mentally sharp. He's the opposite of what Donald Trump has tried to paint, with his lies. So, he's thinking clearly, probably pretty quick too. This is a card of intellectual power. And not only that, being an authority. It has to do with science. He'll probably bring up COVID and how terribly Trump has handled that, right? Because he's done it all just for money. And or what he hasn't done has been because of money that he wanted, and what he has done has been because of money that he wanted. So I think Biden will be bringing that up and speaking, the truth about that, revealing that. Now, when it comes to, this is what he'll be giving. He'll be giving the truth. He'll be giving scientific facts about COVID. He'll be giving the truth about Donald Trump's past. And he'll be giving probably his plans for the future. Or what he might have done, what he would have done if he were president when COVID hit, and what plan was in place that he and Obama put into place that Trump threw out. That will probably come out, I hope. So anyway, with the Two of Wands, so this is what he's giving. What he'll be receiving is looking out into the future for all possibilities. It's a wonderful card for planning and progress. It's Mars and Aries. It's really beautiful. A brand new adventure, not only adventure, which direction we want to go, and especially with the rest of the world. We have the World card here. It's often the travel card as well. I hope what this is saying too is that he's receiving guidance, like direct guidance, because Mars and Aries can be very present that way, and he could be tuning into what, oh, I get it. He'll be receiving the memories of when he was very present with people that he met on the campaign trail and what he received from them. So he'll be receiving information about what he's discovered and what can carry us forward in the future. And he'll be receiving information about, the plans that he wants to implement. So it's also a really good card for decisions. All the twos are all about decisions. Now, success, as far as the successful level, with the Ace of Cups reversed, whether or not he'll be successful, I actually like seeing this in the reverse for this particular reason, and that is because I think this is talking about him blocking the coronavirus. Because Trump is still, and I do believe he has it. I know there's tons of people out there that keep saying he doesn't have it and it's all a big hoax. I don't believe that, and I say that because I've been reading on him every day since July. And I saw the day that he got sick. And I think it came through on my September 26th or 29th reading or something. The cards started revealing illness, and they kept revealing illness, and they still have been revealing illness. So, but back to Joe with, the success. He's going to be successful in pushing down, blocking the repressed emotional baloney that Trump puts out there, and he's going to be successful in blocking this, rageaholic energy that Trump has been doing, and because Trump is he's like an energy vampire, is what he is, and he sucks up all the energy in the room. And he really knows how to work that, how to suck up the energy and then just spew his garbage. But Joe is going to be successful in not absorbing that. So he's going to hold his own, because this is what he's putting out there. This is absolute strength. And then receiving, of course, the plan for the long-term vision, the long-term future. Now, success or not, when it comes to success with the Lenormand, you don't get any better cards than this. The Sun is the highest, for success. And this has to do with successful, committed relationships, committed bonds, agreements. And this is the card for votes. So successful votes. And maybe this card has to do with... it's possible that it has to do with they come in quicker than he thought. That maybe our voting system is not going to take as long as, because we're looking into the future, right? This is for the 22nd and then on. Future success, these don't look that great. I mean, especially because he actually showed up and all this stuff is behind him, and that's not auspicious for him. And this looks wonderful for the votes. But it might be that maybe we do know by the night of November 3rd. Maybe all the early voting that has gotten out brings things in a whole lot quicker than we thought. That's very, very possible. Because this can be sudden success. With the Stars card, the Stars is everything to do with making connections and many connections, and it has to do with the internet. So after the debate, It could be that clips from how it went with Trump are shared widely, widely. So maybe something shocking comes through with this debate. It's very, very possible. And then of course it's shared all over the internet. But this is also, the Stars card is also about fame. This is a famous card too. It has to do with navigating. It's the card that in the Lenormand, it's the card that rules the GPSs and maps and things like that, and astrology. So it might have to do with him navigating, because with the Two of Wands here, what he's giving, giving, receiving, it could have to do with him receiving some fame, and then that helps him to navigate in the future. It's the card of intention. When you're using the Lenormand, and you get this card, and it's like you've got the message is that you really have to focus on your intention, the intention of where you want to go. So I feel like he's going to be carried. Yeah, like there's something that happens that's surprising and electric, and that makes him a star, and then he's carried. He's carried the rest of the way. So this looks really good to me. This looks awesome for Joe. It doesn't look that great for Trump, but it also doesn't look that bad. I would have rather have seen like the coffin card here, something that just shows it's over, dude, just give it up. But there's some hanging in there yet. Because it's still the 22nd, it's not, this isn't beyond. So maybe I'll do another reading if you guys want, after. But then again, things are going to show up in the dailies for Trump. Because, change the format a little bit so it's not just his health, it's also what he's doing and then his future. So, yeah, okay, well, I don't have anything else. I think this is good, and I'll get this uploaded and be back later. Okay, thank you.